Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Here we go. Zoe will be picked in this game, but it's not for BDD, who has had one of the scariest Zoes in the LCK. So we're going to see if Fly can challenge him here in the mid lane.
Although there is a Space Coco down here on the bottom side. It's Life looking to get in position. There's the flash face breaker as Mystic immediately cleanses it. The Ignite is down as now Ruler's chasing after Ben. Fly in the meantime has forced the flash and solo kills BDD in the mid lane. What the hell is going on? Spear is going to miss, but there's the flash pounce and Clit is going to immediately answer.
Wow, there's a lot of action to start us off.
That Afreeca should theoretically be able to play around. They will have a lot of control on the top side, as Life is going to come in from the back, get a double face break, and Ruler gets delivered a kill. Life has the Haymaker, as now Ben very, very low. And Ruler gets underneath the turret and does force the flash out of Ben.
Yeah, you could see he was unsure whether he could stay underneath there, as here we go, we got a spear onto Spirit, but Clid's not going to follow up on that one. And I love how aggressive Life is getting down on the bottom side. It's making it so difficult for Mystic to do anything down there.
And now Spirit looking for a potential gank here on the top side. Rascal should not be surprised about this. And remember, we talked him up as being one of our more calm and collected top laners. So expect for him to understand that Spirit certainly could be here. He has a ward. Oh no, what is... Rascal, don't do it! I've caster cursed him! It's a disaster. The flash will probably need to come out here as he gets a bit of a snare. Great cover Meek, but the flash forward and Rascal doesn't even bother. Knew that he was going to die anyway, and Spirit picks up the kill as well. And he does have the cleanse, so not going to be stunned for too long as Mystic. Oh no, he's super dead. There's the Haymaker, and that is going to be the death of the Ashe. This lane, it feels like Senna set is somehow a kill lane. I don't know.
Well,
it's weird. They are playing so aggressively. Advantage, especially for a champion that scales to infinity. Not bad at all. BDD is going to get bubbled here underneath the turret. Fly has himself a barrier. Might need to use it as the turret shot does come in and eats up that barrier that we were talking about. Great shockwave from BDD to deny the aggression, but still he had to use his cleanse. Oh no! Fly may get flashed on as the Dawning Shadow comes out. Goodbye, Mr. Zoe.
Wow. That was crazy. That was awesome. I've never seen that kind of a, just straight. The second she portal jumps forward, you just combo her in the face.
Yeah, well, there's the flash showstopper as Kane is going to bounce on back with the Vault. Spirit flashing forward. Clit is here, but I don't know whether he's going to get in shield range, and I think Life is just going to be taken down. There we go. Goomba stomped on the head by a giant bear. Doesn't feel so great. As meanwhile...
on the combo, but he still was able to get both summoners, so it's still a big win, especially because this lane is going to be open now. They're going to be able to get the turret here with the Rift Herald, and Gen.G are just very aggressively playing this early game and playing it really well. As you can see, BDD here, he waits until Fly commits, and then he goes for the cleanse shockwave. Doesn't end up getting the kill right away, but then maybe he even noticed there's a ward here because he baits it, does a bit of damage, and then this is just crazy. From downtown, he was even backing, so he was watching. He was watching, so he was able to get that one.
Building a very standard style of build, but this would be fun, as of course it could just go into Executioner's Calling and Phage, and then we're just going to have that classic Black Cleaver build that we were talking about.
But
ghosting out of the way as the bubble is just going to hit a minion. And it feels like this lane certainly has flipped on its head after that 6 snipe out of Ruler.
Yeah, for sure. And you can see the turret plate gold tier. It's over 1,000 for the side of Gen.G, 0 for Afreeca. They have no control in any of these lanes as, Rascal trying to bait.
Yeah, went in a little bit too early, though, as he gets the Culver Meek, but unfortunately, Clid gets here a little bit too late. Tempered Fate will find Ruler as well, and oh no, he's in an alcove without a dream. As the Blast Cone comes forward, Life now trying to set it up. Ruler flashes out of the way, Dawning Shadow comes in, Mystic in so much trouble as now Ben trying to fight off Ruler. The arrow is going to miss. The auto should connect onto Mystic, but no, BDD cleans it up, and damn, Ruler's having a good day. From the Infernal Drake, and it looks like Gen.G should be able to get themselves to Soul Point. A lot of damage here available, and no response for Afreeca.
Yeah, not much they can do, and I think it's, it's always the question. Are they going to have a better time fighting here or at the next Drake? Because they're going to have to fight for one, otherwise they're going to give up Infernal Soul and probably lose the game, as Will Ben lose his life here?
Dunnin. X Flash, pounce. Ben gonna magically journey away, but Mystic not gonna be so lucky. Rascal picks up the kill, and that's special delivery from Gen.G over to the Crocodile. They're trying to get him back into this game. He's 40 CS down, and now at least he has himself that kill for the added money, plus the plate gold from the top side. And he may not be the...
He's got the rotation coming in from his team, but Magical Journey going to help Ben get to safety.
Somewhat as Mystic. Oh, no, they're bullying him. Oh, goodness me. All right, now Spirit's in trouble. Look at how much damage Ruler. This is the most damage I've seen out of a center ever. Dawning Shadow almost able to take down Spirit, but he is relatively tanky and he'll survive for the moment. But Ruler's out for blood, and damn, he's getting it so far.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing about the Lethality Senna as well. When you get ahead, and your opponents aren't really going to be building too much armor, especially in the case of the Ashe, you are just going to chunk her like insane amounts. And that's exactly what's coming in. He's already got Muramana completed as well. So, like, I don't think there's anything that Afreeca can really do to stop this Senna at this point. I mean, look at the damage from the one ability onto
That's just a snare. That's supposed to be CC, not a nuke. This is ridiculous. Gen.G are going to brute force the inner turret. Life looking for a potential engage, but the bubble comes down. And Life is going to mitigate its...
it's not looking too pretty for game number one. You can see that Gen.G very active around the map, looking for picks.
Yep, Spirit is about as dead as he can possibly be. Tries to ult himself out of the way, but I have a feeling they're going to be able to catch up. The flash forward. There's the flash facebreaker. As Showstopper comes through and Fly is picked off. He does go golden. Tempered Fate is going to buy them some time. And Arrow's going to do the same, but there's the shockwave. And that's going to be the kill onto the Bard. Blast Cone gets Fly out of the way, and there's not going to be the pick-off onto Mystic this time. Spirit survives, but I don't know whether anybody else is going to be so lucky as Ruler got very... Dawning Shadow picks it up. He got very aggressive is what I was going to say, and he interrupted me by being even more aggressive. As inner turret is going to go down, and they might even be able to get this siege on the inhibitor turret as well.
Yeah, it's a bit early on in the game, so they're not just going to end it right now. Unless they continue to just pick people off one by one, then they could possibly do it. But Fly is going to survive. They'll back away after taking this inhibitor. And it really just does feel like there is nothing stopping Gen.G just rolling over them with the steamroller, and you can see Keen, this is not where he wants to be trying to defend. He's trying to be in the lane with Renekton, go for the 1v1, try to be split pushing, but not really much that he can do at this point in time. I mean, Mystic is 0 and 6. He's doing 0.
Yeah, Fly's mega dead.
See what he can
do.
do.
He is 2 levels ahead of Ruler, because now he's going to find him. There's Blade of the Rune King. Arrow is going to connect, but he immediately cleanses it, and now Ben's in trouble. Has to flash to get out of the way of the shockwave. As Pounce out from clear to avoid Spirit. Mystic is in trouble. Dawning Shadow comes down. You can't cleanse that damage. And the flash forward from B2D is going to say goodnight to the Ashe. Rascal finds the backline as a flash is picked up by Fly very luckily. Of course, that was the one that Rascal just used to engage on them, so you can understand why it was there as Keen has to flash. But the snare does connect, and Ruler is looking to go 1 versus 3. He's still very squishy, but he doesn't seem to know that or to care. As Fly will be taken down. There's the auto. Can't avoid that one. As it looks like this will be the end of the game, Valdez. I don't know what Ben and Keen can do from the fountain.
Yeah, I guess we're just going to have a 27-minute game. This seems to be the way it goes when Afreeca plays the top 4 of the LCK, unfortunately for them.
Yep, Afreeca do struggle against the West, and it's not going to stop here, but it was the bottom lane, man.
Is that 0-8?
I think Mystic was 0-8-0 by the end of this one. Ruler just put him in the grave, and he was never able to get out. Congratulations for Gen.G. Okay,
yeah. See
how the cow's going to do.
We don't see him very often, but he's actually really great at denying engage, right?
As B2D's coming in for a gank, Parallel Convergence is armed, and there's that flash headbutt pole. Mystic gonna flash out of the way, but Parallel Convergence is right there, and first blood goes to B2D. That's Haymaker Flash out of Jelly. Is that going to be enough to keep him alive is going to be the question, as Ruler wants it. He's right underneath this turret, and B2D, I believe he'll die. Yeah, he will. Set's going to grab that kill, but at least they managed to get one for Ruler.
Yeah, nice setup there. I'm surprised.
Faster. You know, that stage of the game, level 4, you're not too worried about it. It's Parallel Convergence once again here. Is Fly going to avoid the stun. Time Winder also not going to do too much as Dread. Look, he's booking it. over onto the Echo right here. He does still have his flash available, and the rest of Gen.G coming in. Cavalry has arrived as Jelly looks for the face breaker. Only finds life with it, as that's a good pulverize. And the headbutt back, no time to make any hay whatsoever, as BDD thinking about flashing and is eventually going to do it. Probably didn't need to, but he was aggressive, and now he's going to be taken down, immediately punished, as both of these four-legged creatures are cantering around this mid lane. But in the end, it's going to be relatively even, I believe. Gen.G coming out a little bit on top.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to be happy with that one. Just getting a couple of kills, as we got a trade down here on the bottom side.
Yeah, Mystic is going to throw out the heal. Ruler has already put his down, and the 1v1 is going to elicit the crab raid.
Kill, as now we got to dive up in the top side.
Yep, Rascal looking for it as he gets out of the way of the Nard. It's going to be the Lilia not being so lucky as Ibang comes out, but it's going to take him to the grave. It's 1-for-1 in the end.
Yeah. Well.
우리 덕분에 먹으러 간대.
Oh. Life's almost dead.
Yeah. Ooh.
As okay, the Swirl Seed is going to connect. Ulti comes down. And Mystic, that is not the time for a rest, my friend. 0-3-1 now. As BDD, he's found Dread in the jungle, but yeah, probably doesn't want to fight the Steed at this point in time.
Yeah, well, to have the bowling ball come out of the river after you took a good trade just to lose your life right away. It's sad times. Here we go again.
Yep, Flash Face Breaker comes in. Dread coming on down as well. That's a three-man pulverize, though, as Fate's Call has to come out, and Life is still here. The Onslaught of Shadows does absolutely nothing as Ruler will say goodbye to the horse, and now Mystic chasing after him. He's going for it once again. That's a good flash, and that time he will be able to take him down. But Rascal's here, and he tidies up with a quick slice and a dice. But at least Mystic gets his first kill of the series.
At least he got a kill.
Looking for the Rift Herald. Clid's over here as well. He's going to Swirl Seed the Renekton, and he's going to go to sleep. This is not the time for a nap, laddie. As Ruler comes on over, that's going to be another kill for the Ezreal. There's the Pulverize. Hop out from Keen, but they have to get away from the objective now as Mystic is getting eaten by a crocodile. Conqueror comes down, but is going being taken on the bottom side as well for Afreeca, so there is that going their way. Not to mention Mystic having some decent farm at the moment. Rascal does find the stun, and oh my god, 1 versus 2. Rascal's going to pick it up. There's the Cull the Meek. He's looking for another slice and or dice.
Well,
but I mean, this is by design from Gen.G, right? Like, they are definitely focusing on the bottom lane, making it as irrelevant as possible.
Right? Like, I could imagine.
Yeah, when you spend 50% of it in the death chamber, you can imagine that it's hard to find creeps in there. As Rascal going to stun up Keen, looks for the double hop out, but the slice and the dice, and Clid, he picks up an assist, but I don't know whether he deserved it. That was all the angry crocodile, who he's coming back in a vengeance in this game. Over 6,000 gold the lead, and the Shellac confirm them in 3rd place, which means T1 versus Afreeca will be the match. As Keen looking for the 1v1 against Rascal.
He's angry.
He's definitely doing well right now, but still has Blade of the Ruin King. Rascal not even going to use it as the horse comes down. Gets a bit of a drive-by there. That's going to be able to grab him.
Oh, no.
Cliff also doing one. Look at these four-legged creatures just bouncing around. Puts him to sleep, and that's... I don't want to watch it, guys. I really don't want to watch it.
Yeah. It's not a real
question. It's a sad situation.
Like, we understand. We get it, Mystic. We're sorry.
The anti-caster curse worked.
It was a bit cloudy today, though. It was actually raining and thundering a little bit earlier on today. So.
Yeah, the thunderstorm was crazy, man. I was actually pretty scared this morning.
Well, thankfully you had your Ren Guard to keep you safe.
Chang'e was super scared. He was real scared. As the Showstopper is going to bring Rascal towards the back line, but now he's looking to try and get out of there. Flashes forward, looks for Mystic, but he misclicks onto Jelly. BDD dives in with the face dive. And he's going to be able to get right back out again with the Chrono Break, and it is going to be an advantage for Gen.G once again. 16-6 is the kill score, and Keen has a big Naba. I don't know whether he has too many hopes, as Ruler still smacking him with all feds real. And now Dread might be giving him even more money, as there's the headbutt. Pole, goodbye, Mr. Horse. As Ruler's not finished yet. Mystic not going to get hit by the True Shot Barrage. Jelly might not be so lucky now, as he is going to possibly fall asleep. And will, and there's the flash forward. Q's going to pick that one up. as Fly gets chunked for half of his health bar just after the double.
Oh.
That's probably not the champion that he wanted to see, but he's still going to go for it here as Mystic is going to find himself, but oh no. This is not where you want to be. Keen, very, very close to falling, but now he should be able to create the distance. Oh, the Color Meek is going to pick that one up, and it's a 1-for-1 trade in the end. And meanwhile, Gen.G are going to be picking up the Baron. That's a big whoopsie there from Keen. He probably could have just moved on out of the way, but he didn't. And yeah, he's like Super Saiyan Ezreal skin, and certainly playing like a Super Saiyan Ezreal right now. Mercurial Scimitar is complete. Gets chunked a little bit there by the Command Dissonance. As Dread now trying to face off against the Crocodile here towards the top side as the Animal Kingdom coming out here as Jelly's going to come in. Let's see what Rascal can do, but there's the showstopper to interrupt the slice. And with 4 people, they should be able to take him down, and they do. It's Mystic that actually collects the kill, who does have his 2 items now. It's way too late, but he does have them. Maybe that means something.
Yeah. Oh, nice shockwave here.
Yeah, cleared. Gonna go golden. As there's the Gnar back, but you can see the headbutt out just to get rid of him. Probably not what they really wanted, as Ruler's still at full health. And Jelly not going to go aggressive there with the Fate's Call. In the meantime, Dread is up towards the top side. Trinity Force procking this turret to death.
He'll be able to chunk that one down really quickly. You can see that Ruler is just he's the king of the mid lane for right now, as BDD is also quite fed here. Lilia just casually doing the Drake.
Mystic in trouble. Ruler, though, has to deal with Jelly first. Haymaker comes down. He tries to snipe with a Mystic shot, but it's the Alistar that grabs that kill in the end. Jelly's going to be missed as Ruler very, very close to being able to pick up a whole bunch of kills, but couldn't quite get there. He falls to the horse. Meanwhile, the rest of Gen.G are going to be able to get the work done, and Life's Alistar is looking so damn good. Clit's going to be here as Dread's going to discover Bambi, and she's going to put him to sleep. Ebang. And look, don't know whether Dread's going to burn to death there with the passive, as, Bowling Ball not going to connect either. As Dread, if he runs real fast, he might be able to escape death, and he will. As you can see, what is this, a running race?
He's got to be careful, though. It's a mountain rift. You might get some splinters if you run really fast.
Oh, no. Oh, okay.
Smite.
Uses the smite, trying to turn this one around. There we go, Dread picks it up.
Nice.
I love that his name's Dread.
Skull has TP, and they're probably looking to set up a very aggressive fight, but no flank wards here.
Yep. In goes Life. There's the flash headbutt pulverized. They're looking for Fly as the phase dive does get BDD in there, and now he's looking to try and peel for the cow. Because, you know, why not? Nobody else is really taking too much as Rascal, thinking about going over that wall, gets knocked back by the Drake. This should be Mountain Soul. Dread is still alive, but he's so far away. Another headbutt pulverized. Give this guy POG already, Valdez. Life is just having the game of his life.
The 30-minute mark in the game, but surviving isn't always the best thing either.
Well, yeah, it's one thing to survive, it's the other thing to actually win.
So it is going to be a bit of a miracle if Afreeca can stop this and somehow come back.
Yeah, this is going to be extraordinarily difficult. BDD having to face off against Dread here, but I don't know who's necessarily stronger. 3-level advantage for the Echo right now as Life's going to come in. And gets the mini stun with the headbutt. Still has pulverized, remember, as BDD looking for Dread. The Ignite's still ticking down, but Command Protect does come in. Fate's Call comes down, as unfortunately not a lot of CC available there, as Jelly probably is going to be taken, but does go golden. Before that happens, you can see Rascal trying to get into the back line, and he should be able to get Fly. In the meantime, the front line is being eradicated. Goodbye, Mystic, and goodbye, Afreeca Freecs. Not going to be staying in this series for much longer as the Nexus turret's now under fire and Gen.G with a very dominant 2-0.
Yep, going to be the quick win, essentially, here. 32 minutes. Down goes the Nexus. GG.